Well, um, it has been quite some time since I have last uploaded a video. I hope you guys are all doing well and are all having amazing lives. Um, Trying to think of the best way I could start this because, well, it has been quite interesting and, um, in short story, I genuinely, um, I don't have much more motivation to do like YouTube anymore, at least like video or like video game recording anyway. Preferably I like to just enjoy it now and just kind of have fun. So if there's like something funny, maybe I'll upload it from now on. It kind of depends as to how funny it is. But anyway, the reason I've just been kind of, which I think you guys have probably been able to tell by the fact that I don't really upload that much at all. And honestly, it has taken me some time to admit to the fact that I'm just not motivated or dedicated enough to do it. It is a very, I don't want to say easy, but it is a very simple thing that I could definitely do in my spare time. I don't want to make the time for it. That's just the simple explanation. I just don't want to make the time for it anymore. And does that suck? Maybe a little bit. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things. It's just like, well, you live life and you try things and then see what happens. You take a risk and you learn from it. And well, not everything is meant to be. And as hard as this may hit for some people, not everything lasts forever. And as unfortunate of a situation as it is, I've kind of taken a bit of time to myself to sit and reflect and think and learn from a lot of the things, because I've definitely made my fair share of mistakes, and especially growing up so far, and I'm still got a lot of growing up to do, but understanding where certain things and where I've made mistakes, and also understanding the things that I've done as well, and trying to learn from that too. What the fuck? Dude, this lag is starting to like annoy me a little bit. But understanding the causes and things like that of, like, you know, of the implications of your actions, but like, you know, to the people around you. A lot of things, depending as to what you do, can, like, even the smallest of littlest of actions, depending as to what they are, can even affect the people that you care about most. And it's taken me some time to learn that. And I've also had to learn to not rely on someone else for my happiness. And that took me a minute to understand. And that's a mistake I made. And I have learned from it now. And, well, it's been interesting, honestly. Because there's so many, like, little things that can make a person, like, think of a certain way, or like do things a certain way, or just have the thought of, I don't know how I want to describe it, but of just understanding the consequences and understanding how you go about fixing certain things, or learning from previous mistakes that you made, or at least understanding how or what you could do differently, and taking that and learning what you can from it. And, well, as much as this is going to suck to say, a lot of my previous relationships have now taught me that. And it has taken me some time to learn. The previous one, I should have not relied on her for my source of happiness, but I did, and that was my mistake. Bringing that section up, that reminds me, as you guys know her, or knew her, Mrs. Sega will no longer be on the channel. I don't remember if I've ever announced that or not. It's been quite some time now since that has happened. It's been a little bit actually now, honestly. It hasn't been like it has not even been half a year yet, but it's been a little bit of time. And the mistake I made with that is relied on her for being my source of happiness. And the biggest lesson I could take out of that is don't rely on someone being your source of happiness, because otherwise, if you just continuously rely on them to be your source of happiness, you're just going to be consistently disappointed. And I realized that. I realize that now after, learning it and understanding it. It took some time to understand that, but also making sure that I wasn't relying on her for it. And after we ended up splitting, it took some time to realize it, and it took some time for me to learn, but I learned it. Was it for the best reasons? No. And it's unfortunate, because, well, some things just aren't meant to last forever. That's horrible, that is to say, but, and now, saying that, I don't wish any hate for her, or wish any hate to go towards her. I just wish the best for her. She deserves the best going for her in life, no matter how or what way things have ended. 2, 3, 4, 5. But I believe, when it comes to that, she doesn't deserve any hate for that. It's, she reserved every right to make the decision, and in all honesty, it's just, if you can't make someone happy, then, and if you truly love that person or cared for them, then you need to be willing to let them go and let them be happy with whoever they want to be happy with. And that's just the implications of that. No matter how it is, or how it gets coded, or anything like that, it's just, taking that and learning that was a bit interesting, and trying to understand that. But, aside from that, the main, thing I wanted to discuss in this video, trying to keep it a bit under a certain time, I have been getting a bit passionate with making music. Not like I haven't been passionate ever doing music, it's just, I really like singing, and I've been writing music for quite some time, at least making lyrics anyway, at least somewhat in a way of lyrics, I think. I've been working on that for quite some time, since probably high school maybe. I think I've been writing for how long with all that, and, well, I have a lot that I have written. Not all of it is made into the song, but and some of them are recorded. The soonest one I would, or the latest or oldest one that I would probably release till is about January. January 5th of 2024 is probably the soonest one I would, or latest slash oldest one that I would release anytime soon, which is also the other portion that I have to talk about here in a second, is that one. I would probably release that one first before doing anything, because that was the first one that I felt like had decent amount of quality and where I took the most time in. And saying that, I want to try getting into releasing music because I want to help other people and I want to do what I can to spread a message. And the thing with music is that you have to be kind of careful because your message can say a lot. And how you spread it is, entirely up to the musician, obviously, and up to the artist, but like the words that you say can have a lot of meaning, and that is something that I have always wanted to be careful with, especially when making music, because a lot of the things that I have said, a lot of it comes from my past and just trauma and stuff like that that I've been through, and there's some of it that is in there that is about my family. And, well, mainly my, so there's some songs in there that are about previous relationships. Some stuff is a bit kind of dark. I won't lie, because that's the type of stuff I write. It's just getting in touch with my emotions and how I feel about a lot of things, and a lot of it's not positive. A lot of it is just extremely, some of it can be perceived as depressing or suicidal. And there is a lot of that in there. But it wasn't intended as my cry for help. It's intended as, hey, like, hey, like, just to let other people know you're not the only one that's out there that's going through this. I know there's so many other people that have way more worse things that they go through every day that they don't want to talk about. And the other thing is just also spreading the message that it's okay to reach out for help. Now, you don't need to I don't want to say you don't have to worry about being judged in this world, because this world can be harsh and cruel. Uh, I more want to say that don't let something that's in your brain affect your positivity so much as to where you want to die, is what I will say. Don't let the things that harm you most or hurt you throw out the fact that you can be the most amazing and happy. And I'm not talking about in this, like, our reality. I'm saying in your own. Because realistically, the only person that'll make yourself happy is you. And again, took me some time to understand that too. So it's not necessarily easy, nor has it ever been. And we live in a world where everyone's just for themselves. And that is kind of the world that we do live in. But I wanted to come on here and say that I was going to be releasing a song through this channel. It will be out this Friday, not from the previous Friday, this upcoming Friday at 12 o'clock at midnight. Um, it is going to be the song, it was made back in January 5th of 2024. It will be the first rendition of what I tried doing, or at least not first rendition, but like, with an okay mic. It was with a PlayStation mic, so I really don't know if you guys are going to enjoy it or not. But Uh, the newer stuff I would be probably a bit more proud to release because I do care about the quality of it. So I was also debating if I should even release that one. I will probably maybe release a small snippet of it in the middle of the week and then kind of get an opinion there and then see and maybe have a rendition of another snippet of another song because there is multiple that I have made. Uh, some of the more recent ones were back in August of this year, or July, or October, or November, which ironically, November 9th. So, like I said, a few days ago. Um, and a bit ironic, I know. Um, I'm fully capable of writing. I've been writing for some time now. It's just I just I really like music, and it's a way that I express myself a lot. And I have been debating if I ever wanted to release it or get into the fact of the industry of it because it's I don't know if I want all that attention. And when you release stuff like that, they it can either give off a positive message or a negative one. And I don't want to release a positive negative one. I just want to help. So, I will release two snippets later on this week before the actual song comes out. Whatever one is perceived as the one that you guys like the best, I will put one from the earliest date that I have made one and the oldest, which I'm okay with releasing anyway, which would be which would be one song that I want to that was from 2024. Um, so it will be between that song and a current one that I have made recently. And um, this is just to kind of get your guys' opinions. I will take feedback as well and good feedback because or at least a critique anyway. As long as it's a good one, anyway. You know, so I will take those and I'll listen and understand it. And if I feel like there's a lot, and if I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be worked on after hearing what you guys have to say, then I'll delay releasing it because I don't want to just put something there that I think that you guys will enjoy, or at least something that I'm just like, okay, then maybe this isn't the way to go, if that makes sense. So, obviously, with music, it's a bit kind of touchy because it's music and people listen to it a lot. So, I will be releasing two snippets later on in the week. Um, this was just kind of get your guys' general gist of what you guys might think. Uh, and this channel will be used for that. Occasionally, I'll still upload video game stuff because some stuff is funny. And I like making, I like helping people smile. So, saying that, it's going to be a interesting partake in seeing what you guys would. So, but anyway, I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. You guys be safe out there, please. It's been nice chatting with you guys for I don't even know how long now. So, but you guys enjoy and be safe out there, okay? My heart aches, my